done with the 3 steps. Number 4 step we are having, that is swallowing. This is also known as deglutition. What is basically swallowing? Swallowing is like engulfing of food. It is an engulfing of the food. In the swallowing we are having 3 stages. Number 1 is oral stage. Number 2 is pharyngeal stage. And number 3 is esophageal stage. These are the 3 stages that are in the swallowing of the food. So basically oral stage is voluntary. This is a voluntary stage, and these both are the involuntary. We already known about these. So pharyngeal stage and esophageal stage is, these both are involuntary, and this is a voluntary stage. First of all, if we talk about the oral stage. What is oral stage? Like when bolus is prepared, after the chewing, bolus is prepared. So in this, main role play by the tongue. Main role play in the oral stage, that is by the tongue. So in tongue there is the one muscle present. Called the muscle was a mylohyoid muscle. This is a muscle present in the tongue. So in the swallowing, this will help in the swallowing and the speaking. This will help in this both. So this is present in the tongue. So when the swallowing will occur, like after chewing, this muscle will get fold. And this will move towards the we can say, when this will get fold, and this bolus will move into the pharynx. This will move into the pharynx, right? So after that, in the pharynx we are having pharyngeal stage, right? Here pharyngeal stage. In this pharyngeal stage, first of all, impulse will be generated of what? That the food, or we can say bolus is now coming in the pharynx. Bolus is now present in the pharynx. That the impulse will be generated. Now impulse will be moved towards the we can say brainstem. But first of all, in this, the food will be the impulse will be first received by the hypothalamus. This is also part of the brain. First it will be received by the hypothalamus, and then it will be received by the brainstem, right? Then this impulse will be we can say received by this one brainstem. After that, this one I'm writing here, this is received. After that, motor nerve. Here's a work of motor nerve after the sensory nerve. So what motor nerve will be doing? This will get some neurons from the nerves, like nerves are from the 5th nerve, from the 9th nerve, and from the 10th nerve, and from the 12th nerve. This will be get neurons from the 10th, 9th, 5th, and 12th nerve. So these neurons will take command towards the mylohyoid muscle that are present in the tongue. So this will take command, and after that this will be received in this one. This command will be received by the ring present in the we can say tonsils ring. As in previous videos we have discussed about the tonsils rings. So this command will be received by the tonsils ring. Here, when impulse will be generated and motor neuron they will bring the command. So in pharynx the receptor is present. Special receptors are present that have pharyngeal opening. Have pharyngeal opening. Now what is this pharyngeal opening? Basically this pharyngeal opening is supreme. This is supreme sensitive, right? This is supreme sensitive. Why? Because the tonsils rings detect the bolus, right? As I told here, the tonsils ring will detect the bolus. We can say that detect the bolus, that will detect the command. So this will tonsils will detect the bolus. So after that this will detect the bolus, so the pressure will be got generated. Pressure get generated. Pressure get generated. Where pressure get generated? Here, when the mylohyoid bone, when it will get fold, the pressure will be generated towards the hard palate. Pressure will be generated toward the hard palate, so that hard palate will get stretched. This will get stretched, and the when food will move, the bolus will move towards the hard palate. So the uvula present on the we can say posterior side of the tongue, so that uvula will got avulate. Uvula get avulate. Uvula got avulate, and this uvula will block. This will block the nasal cavity. This will block the nasal cavity, so that the food will not move towards the nasal cavity. Here I am repeating that when this mylohyoid muscle fold and move food towards the pharynx, so the pressure generated towards the hard palate, because it's present on the posterior side of the tongue. So the pressure generated on the hard palate, and hard palate got stretched. Then hard palate got stretched, and the uvula present on the posterior side of the tongue, so that uvula will got blocked. Uvula will move upward, and uvula will elevate, so that the uvula will block the nasal cavity. It will block the nasal cavity, and then the food will move towards the pharynx. So why this uvula got elevate? Because the food will not go into the nasal cavity, right? After that we are having that when food will move towards the pharynx, there will be the negative inhibition. I'm writing here. Negative inhibition. Negative inhibition of what? Negative inhibition where here the uvula got blocked, right? Uvula got blocked, so the uvula blocked the nasal cavity, right? It blocked the nasal cavity, so there will be the negative effect of this block of the nasal cavity. Why? Because by block of nasal cavity, there will be the, we can say, there will the block of the, or we can say band of the respiratory system, right? Respiratory system. How? The block of respiratory system, like breathing will not go. We cannot breathe, like we cannot breathe for a seconds only. For a seconds, not breathe for a seconds, because uvula will block the